Tony D and Little Joan with Screenwriter's Rant on how to blow up a pipeline. Yeah, it's a movie. I thought the Anarchist Cookbook was illegal, but apparently, apparently, making a movie about how to blow up a pipeline and showing some of the details, that's fine. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 10. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Yeah, the people who blow up the pipeline apparently are the heroes in this movie. It's a whole team of diverse people railing against the U.S. government. They're going to blow up a pipeline. Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we making this movie? It's a high-tech thriller. Normally, the high-tech thriller is about the people trying to stop the pipeline to be blown up. So, I'm not sure what this movie's trying to say. It's definitely from the point of the terrorist. I guess you'd call them terrorists. The criminals. It's very criminal to do this. And apparently they do in the movie. And there's some explosions. Written by Ariella Barra, Jordan Sajol, tough names, and Daniel Goldhaber. Directed by Daniel Goldhaber. Doesn't look like a cheap movie. Looks like they spent a good deal, and this is your team. So you're a Marvel leftoid team, I guess. Yeah, I'm not so sold on this. Is there drama in this? Sure. And they used to make movies like this, by the way, back in the day. About the hippies. We gotta do something against the man. And they'd do something, and then they'd all pay for it at the end. It seems like that's going to happen here too, but it also seems like they're glamorizing what they're doing to a certain extent. I don't think that's good. And where's the movie about the FBI framing people like this? Because I think there's a lot of that going on. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. At least there used to be. But they don't seem to be interested in going after people like this for now. And I say for now because they will go after you. Oh, yeah, the wheel will turn. They're coming after people like this. You know. It's... From a story standpoint, yeah, it's intense, I guess. You know, if you believe that a pipeline is somehow a danger to you. If it really is. It's just not. It's just not that big of a danger. I mean, there's some danger in there. Maybe it leaks. Maybe they stole your land. Well, that's a eminent domain issue, and, you know, it's a boring legal thing that you could get involved with. But instead of that, these people do this, and they tend to be people, you know, who are so frustrated. And look, I can kind of sympathize with the frustration because there's a lot of legalese and politics and money involved, and it's boring. And that's part of the reason no one gets involved in that stuff. It's part of the reason no one votes. It's part of the reason no one gets involved in their local government. I get it, and I sympathize. But this isn't the answer. Oh, I can't think of anything to do. Did you vote? No. Did you run for office? No. But this is the only thing I can think to do is to blow up a pipeline. I mean, compared to the mental frustrations of dealing with legal stuff, this is in some ways easier. But it doesn't do any good. So, I think most people who resort to this are just frustrated people who are down on their luck, and they just get it in their head that this is the only solution. But again, I'm not so sure it should be glamorized and portrayed in a movie like this. And they got a guy here who's the gun guy. I'm going to guess he's the Trump guy because they're going to somehow blame it on Trump. You know, the politics of this movie, I don't know, man. Let's read the synopsis. Let me break the 3 acts down first. So the first act is they set up an impossible task for the main character, who I think is dead by this point in the movie. I think this is a little later on. I think he probably blew himself up. Not this kid, although I think he's dead too. This kid is the kid who builds the bomb. I think he blows himself up by mistake later. Possibly on purpose. He sounds pretty despondent. So that's kind of accurate. And then, so they assemble this team. A lot of people in that team. You tell me one of them's not going to crack and go to the cops? And there's romance. If you got romance going on, I don't think you're going to do this kind of stuff because you got a reason to live. Yeah, I don't foresee a lot of couples doing this who are together. A few maybe, rare circumstances. But if you got a relationship going, you have something to look forward to. If you have nothing to look forward to in your life, then you come up with these despondent solutions. But anyhow, second act, they plan and learn how to build bombs, and for some reason videotape everything as if they're not being watched by the FBI, which is another hugely dumb factor in this movie, I think. If you videotaped yourself building a bomb, I promise you the FBI will probably pay you a visit, if not at least put you on the radar, I would think. Since they're monitoring the internet nonstop, they don't seem to be doing anything else. Especially if you espouse even the slightest right-leaning thinking. But who knows? And then the third act, they blow up the pipeline, the cops come, and then it's all about the fallout afterwards. Some of them die. I'm going to assume the guy with the guns goes down in a blaze of glory. Everybody else goes to jail, and maybe one person gets away to start it all up again. I don't know. Let's see. A crew of young environmental activists execute a daring mission. See, I don't like the framing of this. To sabotage an oil pipeline in this taut, timely thriller that's part of a part high-stakes heist, part radical exploration of the climate crisis. No, not liking that marketing. Starring Ariella Barrow, Christine Forsyth, Lucas Gage, Forrest Goodluck, Sasha Lane, Jamie Lawson, Marcus Scribner, and Jake Weary. Yeah. See, I think they're glamorizing it, and I don't think they should be doing that. So, would I go see it? No. Definitely wouldn't go to theaters. Might watch it for free on VOD just to see how crazy it is in terms of trying to make these people look good, even though it sounds like they're on a doomed mission, right? So maybe they do some of them die, some of them blow themselves up, and then the rest are caught, and then it's like, they go to jail, but they're noble somehow. It ends with like a newscast about another terrible chemical spill, and we're destroying the planet, and they tried, but you're not going to stop the destruction of the planet unless you try to stop it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't censor this movie. I just wouldn't greenlight it. I would say, no, that's not the way this should end. You shouldn't glamorize these people. Because it's not even realistic. People this crazy, essentially, very few of them actually are smart enough to learn the skills needed to do what they do. Which is why the FBI gets wind of them, because they do stupid things like go on Facebook and say, does anybody know how to make a bomb? Hey, people on Reddit, where can I learn to make a bomb to blow up a pipeline? Duh. I mean, even just me saying that probably hit the algorithm, and somebody in the FBI went, "Wait a minute, what did he say?" Um, so yeah, I don't. What? Will I think it'd be a good movie? I don't see how it can be because it's like it's portraying reality and a hyper reality in which, yeah, the climate's going to kill us all, and these brave people are the only people that stand in the way of that for 10 minutes, blowing up a pipeline, which will do nothing other than cause more environmental damage and cost a lot of money and people's lives. Um, what's easier, building a pipeline or trucking or training the stuff across the country? Well, we see what train derailments do. So, yeah, I mean, pipelines are going to have problems. They might even leak, or there might even just be an accident that causes them to ruin some well water. But I got to think it would be better to do it that way than to do it over train and cars and risk derailment or an accident on the road. I would think the pipeline would be more stable and more safe. It still wouldn't be 100%, but it would be pretty good. So, yeah, I'm just not on board with the message of this movie, I guess. It looks well crafted, I'll say that. I just think your brain's in the wrong place. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for a more base take. If you could find a more base take, take it. I'll be in Millburn, New Jersey tonight at 6 p.m. for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. And this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I'll be in Tabernacle at One More Bar and Grill for Gator Weekend, starting at 2 p.m. on Saturday and 2 p.m. on Sunday. Hope to see you there, and we'll see you later.